Hello bead kids. Today we are making 3 different sizes of hot air balloon bead pets using 6x9mm pony beads, 4x6 mini pony beads or the 5x5mm fuse or perler beads, plastic drinking straws, and string. We lay out our pattern on the Bead Kids bead board. And then we take straws and cut them lengthwise and cut a point. That helps us to put the beads onto the straws. We'll be going row by row, adding beads to the straws until all of your rows have straws. And then you trim the straws with side cut pliers or scissors. Your drinking straws won't even show. So beads go on the straws, trim the straws, and start on the next row by row until your entire bead pet has straws in the middle of the rows. And then you will trim the straws so they don't even show. For the smaller beads, the 4x6 mini pony beads or the fuse and perler beads, you only use a half of a straw. So you cut it lengthwise and then you cut it lengthwise again. So I'm using 8 feet of yellow ribbon instead of string, and I'm going to be tying a fishing knot. So you pass the loop to tie a half a knot and thread the loop underneath the lanyard. Don't be in a hurry to pull it tight, but stretch it out and then pull it tight. And I place my lanyard under my clipboard. That just holds my project while I string it, or you can tape it to a table. I am taking the 5-inch beadkids.com needles and tying them to the end of the ribbon. I'm using and I take my first row, and because I'm doing it in the center of the lanyard, put my first row on and crisscross it in the middle. The right side goes in the right side, the left needle goes in the left side. And then you just go row by row. The right needle goes in the right side and the left needle goes through the left side. When you're done, go row by row and tighten your work, and then pull the string over to the left side to tie a knot. But we're not quite there yet. And the ribbon just adds a nice touch. To pass the right needle over to the left side. And tie a square knot. Right over left, tuck under, and then left over right, tuck under. Now I'm not going to be cutting my string yet because I have plenty that I can also string the basket. So I get my strings back on, one on each side, and I'm going to start on the basket. I leave about a 1/2 inch to a 1-inch gap. So when I was making the mini pony bead or the fuse and perler bead pet, I used a 2.5-inch tapestry needle and number 10 string or number 3 string. So here we go, right needle in the right side, left needle in the left side. You can add a knot, but most of the knots just slip through the beads. But finish your little basket and pass the right needle over to the left side and tie a square knot. Trim your tails, and here's our little hot air balloon. I've added hot glue and a magnet to the perler one, so I have the regular pony beads, the perler beads, and the mini pony beads. So get with your favorite bead kit and bead creative. Like, subscribe, and share.